Hey, Saad here. Today, I'm not just showing you how to get clients, I'm giving you the complete playbook. While most tutorials stop at landing clients, I'm going to do something that no one else does in the internet. Break down every step of the process. Imagine landing that client. Now I've got you back in every step of the way. To give you some context, in the last video, I've revealed one of my underground technique, which is tech stack targeting. We identified companies using similar software, and the example was Intercom. We reached out to companies similar to Intercom, and our offer was to connect them with businesses already using a competitor software who might be open to switching. Now, we're taking this to the next level with a live project fulfillment. We'll pretend we have that client, and I'm going to show you exactly how to find companies using similar software. But here's the kicker. Our outreach, copy, and messaging will be insanely personalized to the point where it feels like you're reading their mind. I'll teach you master level prompt engineering so you can create high converting copy at scale that feels like a world-class copywriter wrote it. And the best part is I'm going to show you the exact prompts at the end of this video so you can start generating outreach that make your prospect eager to pay you for your solution. My name is Saad, and I scaled a sales team agency from $0 all the way to $80,000 a month. In about 8 months, I actually cleared $105K this month of March with 90% margins. I also consult with over 750 lead gen agency on a monthly basis, and many of my viewers have already landed their first clients. This channel is purely educational to teach you how to use AI and automation the real way so you can build and sell high ROI sales systems from $2,000 all the way to $10,000. Build a profitable sales team agency, acquire customers so easily that it feels like cheating, and capitalize on the AI and automation wave in 2025. So the way we're going to do this is first, I'll show you how to find companies using specific tech stacks that are primed for outreach. We'll gather all the data at a fraction of the cost. Then I'll dive into next level prompt engineering and copywriting techniques that make your leads have no excuse but to respond. We'll build a simple make.com automation that handles all of this for us automatically. And at the end, I'm going to leave you all the resources you're going to need in description like always. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so how do we find companies that are using a specific tech stack? Well, we're going to be using Apollo. Now, many people don't understand how to use Apollo, how to use its filters, but I'm going to show you a step-by-step on how to actually do it. So step one, we're going to scrape Apollo, and we're going to use a straightforward Apify scraper that's going to scrape Apollo for us. And then we're going to validate email scraped off Apollo using an email validation tools. Just to give you some context, when you scrape data off Apollo, typically you need to add another layer of verification so you can ensure all your emails are valid and not undeliverable. Okay. And then we're going to generate a highly personalized congrats line in our copy using Claude. You can use OpenAI, Gemini, etc. And then we're going to generate a tech stack alternative message. Now, this is the real juice, right? And I'm going to share with you the prompt as always. We're going to have like an extremely personalized message specifically for this type of sales system. Okay. So step one, scrape Apollo using Apify, okay? And then we're going to validate the email scraped off Apollo to ensure we have the highest level of deliverability. We're going to do that using an email validation tool, okay? And then we're going to generate a highly personalized congrats line to make our outreach highly personalized, okay? And then we're going to generate a tech stack alternative message specifically for each lead again, and we're going to do it using AI. So here's an example of our dream email. Hey John, congrats on Streamline's transport growth in the freight and logistics industry. Notice you've built a solid platform connecting shippers with a reliable career since 2016. Impressive how you've optimized the shipping process to save businesses both time and money. Now, this is what I mean by highly personalized congrats line, okay? It's non-surface level, it's thoughtful, etc. Okay? Also noticed on streamlinetransport.com that you're using Intercom for customer engagement, okay? So if you guys noticed the copy, noticed on streamlinetransport.com, not only this frames you as an expert and you've done your homework and you checked their website and you notice that they're using Intercom, but you're making it seem like it's so relevant and timely because, well, simply it is, okay? So while it's a solid tool, we can offer a better more cost-effective alternative, which is hypothetical company, right? Okay, so this is the hypothetical similar software that not only offers advanced AI messaging, but also provides more precise tracking plus improved lead segmentation at a fraction of the cost. Now, here's the real juice. I know you're committed to making logistics and shipping more efficient for your partners, and I believe this upgrade aligns perfectly with your mission to offer a smarter, more streamlined transport solution at ST. So ST is Streamlined Transport. To make it easy, I'm offering a no obligation demo where you can experience the benefits firsthand with no commitment. I'm confident this will add tremendous value to how you engage with your shippers and couriers and help you achieve greater operational efficiency in the freight industry. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts, Saad. Now, this is our first line, which is our personalized congrats line, right? So this is AI. And also, this is AI. Now, this sounds crazy because this is highly personalized and customized for them specifically. But AI prompt engineering is going to help us achieve that. I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, this is a dream email. Well, now let's just turn it into a template using Saad's anti-fragile method. So we have a highly personalized congrats line, okay, which is the first part of the email. Also notice on company URL. So this is the company URL of each lead that we're going to be inserting. And then we have a tech stack alternative line, which is this entire line, right? This entire line. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts, Saad. Okay, so we have our copy ready. We have our step-by-step build ready. Now let's just go ahead and implement this in a real life sales system. So step one is we're going to scrape Apollo using Apify. So I'm just going to go to Apollo and click on sign up for free and just sign up to using your account. Okay. So I'm just going to go to login. So once you sign up, just log in and go to people. So make sure you always in people. Okay. Which is people. And the first step is always make sure you are in the net new tab, okay? Net new. And then step one, go to email status, and we're only going to be dealing with emails that are safe to send and verified. So click on verified and make sure to untoggle include catch-all email because we don't want to deal with catch-all emails, okay? So untoggle this. And great. So now I'm going to go to job titles. So go to job titles. And I'm just going to include founder because I only want to deal with the decision makers and higher up. So founder. You can type in as many personas that you want to target. It could be CEO, founder, president, director, whatever you want. So I'm just going to use founder. And then I'm going to go to location. Okay. Now, depending on your target, it could be anything. It could be United States, UK. I'm just going to choose United States. Okay. So United States. And then scroll down and you see this technologies tab. So this is the technologies filter in Apollo. So simply click on it. And now just type in intercom. Okay. So intercom. And now I can retrieve all companies of Apollo that are using intercom. Okay. So it could be anything. It could be companies that are using WordPress. So just type in WordPress. There you go. WooCommerce. A little hack. If you want to build an e-commerce list, just type in Squarespace. For example, e-commerce. You can type in Shopify. Okay. So this is a clear sign they're using Shopify. That means they are selling on Shopify, okay? So pretty straightforward, right? So now we retrieved companies that are using intercom. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to employees and I just want to deal with 51 to 100, 21 to 50 and 100 to 200. So I want 2.51K. Okay, amazing. So I just want 2.1K, okay? Just because when you scrape leads off Apollo, you should not go over 2,500 leads per day because you risk your account getting banned like 24 hours. So it's not that much. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Apify. And Apify is a scraping platform. You can use their variety of scrapers. Some are paid, some are free. So I'm gonna just type in Apollo. Simply just type in Apollo. And the one that I want is gonna be Apollo Lead Scraper by this guy, Curious Coder. So click on it, click on try for free. And then here's what you should do. You're gonna have to copy this URL, which is the search URL, okay? And then just paste it here, okay? And in terms of the cookie, delete everything. And you're gonna have to download a extension called Edit This Cookie, okay? And it's gonna be Edit This Cookie. And click on Add to whatever your browser, okay? So once you have that, you're gonna go back to Apollo and you're gonna retrieve your session cookie by clicking on Edit This Cookie and clicking on Extract, okay? Copy, so cookies copied to clipboard. Go back and then just simply paste that in here, okay? To give you some context, your cookie is basically the ID. Now, these scrapers use your cookie to log in your Apollo account or whatever platform you're trying to scrape, and they log on behalf of you using your ID, and they basically just come in and scrape the data and give it back to you. Okay, so this is like the simplest way to explain this. Okay, in terms of Apollo login email and password, just leave them empty. Make sure you toggle get emails, okay, get emails and include guest emails and wait for email verification, which is huge. In terms of total numbers of records required, leave that empty because we're going to scrape all that 2000 leads, okay? In terms of proxy, make sure it's residential and run options, always no timeout, and click on save and start. Okay, so now the scraper is going to go ahead and scrape on behalf of us. And let's just wait. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until the scraper finishes scraping and I'm going to get back to you guys. Okay, so we just finished scraping and we just scraped 2000 leads, okay? So anyone who tells you that Apollo scraping is dead, just run to the hills, okay? So now what I'm going to do, so either you can export the data, CSV, but we're not going to do this. We're just going to basically use make.com to automate the entire flow instead of us just downloading the lead list as a Google Sheet. Okay, so now let's go back to our presentation. So scrape Apollo using Apify. We've done that. Now, second step is validate emails scraped off Apollo using an email validation tool. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go to make.com and I'm going to start building my system that's going to handle all of this for me automatically. Okay, so step one, go to create a new scenario, okay? And click on this plus button, look for Apify by simply typing Apify. And the one that I wanted to choose is going to be get dataset items, okay? Make sure to click on add because now we're going to have to authenticate our connection using Apify, okay? Using an API token. So all you have to do, go back to your Apify and go to settings. And then go to API integration, and it's going to be copy. So just copy this API token and go back to make. Click on connection type. It's going to be Apify API token. Paste in your API key, and you can name this whatever you want. Okay. We'll just leave it how it is. I'm just going to click on save. And now, boom, I just authenticated my account. Now I'm going to go back and you see this dataset ID. Now the dataset ID is where the data is, okay? So basically, Apify stores the data in an ID, which is the RAM of each scraper. And to access the data scraped from the scraper, I need to get the dataset ID, which is going to be in storage. And then I'm going to copy my dataset ID, okay? Paste that in here. In terms of the limits, I'm just going to put 1 because the reason why you want to put 1 is you want to retrieve just one record, build the system in one record, and then at the end, you can run through every single thing, okay? Because if you just leave that empty, you're going to retrieve 2000 records. Now it's going to eat up a little bit of your make operations, and we don't want that, okay? So I'm just going to put 1 here and click on save and run once, okay? So now, basically what I'm doing is I'm just accessing the data in make.com from Apify, okay? So I have the first name, which is Joseph, last name. We have every single thing. Okay, sweet. If you're wondering what offset means, I'm going to explain to you in a very simple way. So if I put 2 here, obviously I'm going to retrieve 2 bundles. So this is a bundle 1 and this is a bundle 2, okay? Now offset, what it does is just skips an item, skips a record. If I type in 1, now we're going to skip the first bundle and we're going to retrieve the second one, okay? So offset just skips the first one. Now let me just
keep this empty, and let's just keep the limit at 2, okay? Now I'm going to click on this plus button right now, and what I'm going to do is validate emails scraped off Apollo using an email validation tool. Okay, so you can use any email validation tool you want. It could be Mails.so, which is the cheapest. You can use Hunter. You can even use emailvalidation.io. Like there's a ton. Okay, but the one that I'm going to be using today is going to be Find Email. So Find Email, and it's going to be Verifying Email. Okay, now let me make sure I authenticate my account, and then the email simply just look for email, which is right here in front of me, email, okay? And click on save. Now, if I run once, there you go. I retrieved 2 bundles. Now I got 2 results. So email, max, true, okay? So that means is verified. So true equal, so verified equals true. Let's see the second bundle. Joseph, okay, true again. So provider Google. The cool part, they also give you the provider. Okay, so step 3, click on this plus button. And then what we're going to do is we're going to generate a highly personalized congrats line using Claude. Okay, now before we proceed to do this, what we have to do is we're going to scrape each lead's LinkedIn page. Okay, we're going to scrape their entire page so we can get additional information and add it into our personalized line. And the way we're going to do this is very simple. I'm just going to use a platform called AXA. Okay, so AXA, and it's going to be perform a search. If you're wondering what AXA is basically the future of lead generation. Okay, not only they provide basically a way to build highly targeted lead lists, but they also provide an API where you can just go ahead and scrape any website page you want on the internet. So go to API dashboard. Okay, and the cool part is if you go to API keys, I believe it's API keys or pricing. Let me go to billing. Yeah, so here's the billing. So once you sign up, they give you $10 for free. And the cool part is you can scrape 5,000 pages, right? For $5. Okay. So $1, you can scrape up to 1,000 pages, which is crazy, right? So it's like extremely cheap. It's basically like peanuts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to API keys. Okay, and I'm going to just copy my API key, go back to make, and click on add, and just paste in your API key here, and click save. Okay, so let me just name this tech stack video, and click on save. And there you go. So in terms of search query, look for LinkedIn, and it's going to be LinkedIn URL. And number of results is just 1. Include content and response. And it's going to be yes. And category is going to be company. And click on save. Okay. Now let me just run once. So there you go. Let's try in 2 bundles. So the first bundle is, there you go. So we found the company name. Okay, so text, get career. We have basically every single thing here. Their highlights, etc. Overview, auto transport marketplace. We help shippers get instant codes and auction bids. So essentially what I've done is I scraped their entire LinkedIn page. So what I'm going to do now is instead of trying in 2 bundles, I'm just going to put 1 here and click on save. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a filter here. So condition only if verified equal to true. Okay, so equal to true. If email is valid, and click on save. Okay, so click on this plus button now, and then we're going to use this data, and then we're going to generate a highly personalized congrats line. So click on this plus button now, and look for Anthropic Claude. It's going to be create a prompt, and I'm going to authenticate my account. Max token is going to be 3060. Click on add messages. Role is going to be user. Content is going to be text. And the prompt that I'm going to be using is going to be in my 7-figure prompts, which is a document here that I have that I share with everyone in my community, which is weekly updated. And by the way, there's this guy in my community. It's called Sammy. Again, I'm gonna shout out to this guy. He is now building us an in-house email finder. And to give you guys some context, there are basically platforms like Email Finder, Find Email, right? And these are email enrichment platforms. There's also Hunter, okay? And what they do is basically they find emails from first name and last name. What this guy did is he went ahead and built his own in-house email finder specifically for the community, which is crazy. Now everyone's community is going to be using it along with a LinkedIn scraper that he also built that retrieves the company latest achievement, company latest publications, and like even the description, which is crazy. Now what we're doing is we're basically building our own in-house tools so we don't rely on any platforms in the future. Okay, so this is like the entire goal, is building the biggest knowledge base about sales system in the community where everyone basically get access to them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just, so this is the prompt that we're going to be using. And before I actually proceed any further, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove myself so you guys can see everything. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just include the text, and I can also include, I can also include first name, which is the first name. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to also include their headline. So the person's headline. And also the title. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to click on save and I'm going to run once. So we performing a search, and then let's just read through the output of Claude. Let me save this, auto align this. Okay, so congrats on building a marketplace between shippers and carriers, bridging a 200 billion industry gap with smart tech since 2017. Wow, crazy. Okay, amazing. So we've generated the first congrats line using Claude. Then we're going to generate a tech stack alternative message. Okay, so I believe this is step 5. I'm just going to click on this plus button and I'm going to use Entropic Claude again, create a prompt, and max tokens is going to be 3060. And now it's time for the real juice. I'm going to show you the prompt that we're going to be using. So I'm going to go to my playbook, which is playbook, Myoprocess playbook. And also I'm going to share with you in the resource as always, so you can just get up and run as quickly as possible, man. So I'm just going to copy this and Control C and I go back, paste that in here, and you're going to see the magic. Okay. So description. I'm going to add the text. And that's pretty much it, I believe. Yeah, and click on save. And then let me just run once from the beginning, okay? So email is obviously now access performing a search, meaning they are basically scraping the entire page for me. And let me read through the last output. So I know you're passionate about creating efficient transportation solutions, and I believe this upgrade aligns perfectly with your mission to provide an innovative auto transport marketplace at gearcarrier.com. To make it easy, I'm offering a no obligation demo where you can experience the benefits firsthand with no commitment. I'm confident it will add tremendous value to how you engage with your shippers and carriers and help you achieve greater operational efficiency and customer satisfaction by enhancing your instant quote and auction bid processes. Wow, crazy. Now let's just add a little bit of format in here. There you go. And what I'm going to also add, make sure here, there you go. And I'm going to add also a new line on top because I forgot. And that's pretty much it. Okay, good. Click on save. And what I'm going to do now is I'm click on the Apify module. I'm just going to choose 2 and then let's just click on save. Okay. And click on run once. Now let's just read through the 2 bundles and let's see. Okay, let's just read through the output of Claude. Congrats on building a thriving marketplace in the fragmented auto transport space, creating transparency where chaos once reigned. Wow. Now let's just read through the second output here. It's going to be, I know you're passionate about creating unique healthcare solutions that eliminate traditional barriers, and I believe this upgrade aligns perfectly with your mission to provide patient-centered care without waiting rooms, copays. I'm confident it will add tremendous value on how you engage with your members and help you achieve greater efficiency. So the prompts actually make sense to the exact business or whatever solution that this company actually provides. A match pattern that with the exact software that's going to help them, which is crazy. Okay. So now I've basically have the 2 outreach messages. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this plus button again. And then now I'm just going to generate my dream email. So go to tools, set variable. Okay. And then set variable is going to be dream email. And the first step we're going to do is we're going to add the hey first name. So we're going to add the first name, which is first name. And then we're going to add the congrats line. Okay, so congrats line. So now we're building the cake. Okay, so the cake is the dream email. So now that we have all those variables, we can just insert them in our dream email. Okay, so we have the first step. So hey, first name, text response. And then we're going to have the copy, which is, let's go back to our presentation, and it's going to be copy. And I believe we already have the website URL, right? So let me see. Let me check this. Noticed on company URL. So company. Okay, so the company URL is website URL. No, I don't want the HTTP. So what I'm going to do, here's what I'm going to do. Okay. Let me show you guys what I'm going to do. So let me unlink this. Copy, paste. And this variable is going to be URL. And I'm just going to retrieve the email. And I'm going to use a formula, which is split based off an at and get the second one. Okay. And the reason why is because I don't want to add HTTP. Okay. And now let me just save this, auto align this, go back to my tools. And now notice on simply just inserts URL that you're using intercom for customer engagement, hypothetical company, and then we can add the line here. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts. Sad. Okay, let me just save this and then let's just run once and then let's see. Okay, great. So dream email. Hey, Joseph, congrats on revolutionizing healthcare accessibility. Building a system that eliminates waiting rooms and deductibles shows rare understanding of patients' pain points. Okay, great. I know you're passionate about, etc. And I'm offering you a no obligation demo where you can experience the benefits beforehand. Okay, great. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add in Johan here. And then let's just read through the second output. Hey Max, congrats on building a marketplace that solves a real pain point in auto transport logistics since 2017. Perfect. To make it easy, I'm offering you a no obligation demo. And okay, so it will add tremendous value to how you engage with your shipping clients and help you achieve greater operational efficiency and customer satisfaction and the transportation trucking space. So that's a highly personalized copy. Okay, now let me just save this, auto align this, and I'm going to click on this plus button. And now I'm going to add everything to my Instantly account. So I'm going to go to Instantly, and it's going to be add leads to a campaign. And I'm just going to go to my Instantly account. Okay. And then verify you are human. Yes, I am a human. And I'm going to go to login. And all I have to do is just log into my account. And then I'm going to go to campaigns. I'm going to create a new campaign. And let's just name this tech stack fulfillment. all you have to do, so we have no leads here. So what I'm going to do, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to add, and I'm going to show you how to authenticate. So go to settings here and instantly, and make sure to use the integration. Okay, so integration is going to be API key, and use version 1, copy, go back, and then name this whatever you want. I'm just going to name the tech stack video, okay, and click on save. Okay, great. So I'm going to go to campaign ID, and I'm going to map my tech stack fulfillment. So you can map your campaign ID just by clicking on the campaign ID, or you can map it, right? Which is going to be, if you go to campaign, it's going to be tech stack fulfillment, and it's going to be here. So /campaign before /analytics. Okay, let's just actually do it this time. So let me go back, and then if you Control F, so there you go. And in terms of the lead email, it's going to be the lead verified email, which is always make sure it's mapped from here. First name is going to be the first name, last name, and company name is going to be Vital Health, and personalization is going to be Dream Email. Okay, and click on save. And what I'm going to do, here's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go back to Apify, and in terms of limit, let's just put 20. And then just run once. Save this, auto align this. Okay, so first one has been added. Okay, now while this is getting added, let's just basically show you the entire copy that you would be using. So I'm just gonna go to subject, and it's gonna be better alternative, then intercom for company name. Now this is what I mean by good subject line. There you go. A better alternative than intercom for Vital Health. And then I'm going to add my personalization, which is my dream email. There you go. And I'm going to add our signature line, sent from iPhone, and click on save. So let me go back to lead. So everything is getting added. You got two sequences. Hey, Jugal, congrats on building an embedded iPaaS that solves the integration headaches most SaaS companies silently drown but rarely discuss publicly. Holy. Imagine the founder receives this. Also notice on GoBolt.io that you're using Intercom for customer engagement. I'm confident this will add tremendous value of how you engage with your users and help you achieve faster time to market while focusing on your core product features rather than spending valuable engineering resources on building and maintaining integrations. I would never write this, man. To make it easy, I'm offering a no obligation demo where you can experience how our 250 plus built-in integrations can supercharge your application with minimal development effort. Wow. Okay. So step 2. So this is the follow-up email. So, hey, first name. So just on top of my head, here's what I would do. Hey, first name. And it's going to be checking in. In case you haven't seen this, TLDR, noticed you're using Intercom for customer engagement. And I'm going to add CE, okay? We can offer a better, more cost-effective alternative that will cut down your costs confident this will work. And to make it no-brainer, we are ready to offer you a free trial where you can use the platform and see for yourself. Is this worth a 10-minute chat this week? Thanks for the time. Saad. Again, sends from iPhone. Then I'm going to go to step 3. And the copy is going to be, hey, first name. Wanted to reach out one last time. If it's not the right timing, no hard feelings. If you need more information about how we can help, just shout and we can jump on a quick coffee chat to break it down. Thanks for the time and wishing you all the success at company name. Saad sends from iPhone. And there you go. So we have, let me remove a space here and it's going to be preview. And again, remove the space here. And there you go.
Okay, so hopefully you found this video valuable. I'm going to leave all the resources you're going to need in the description, like always, including the scraper, the copy, the presentation, also the playbook, so you can get up and running as quickly as possible. Thanks so much for the recent support and the daily emails that I receive from you guys. They truly warm my heart. So thanks so much for that. Make sure to leave me a comment down below on what kind of videos you guys want to see. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.